Set. And that off. In the first of the classic trials, the Ballylinch Stud Red Rocks 2000 Guineas. 5 runners over 7 furlongs, and it's the big outsider Empty Metaphor and Karachi showing in front of the favourite Hans Andersen as they see out the first furlong. Close up on the inside is Aye with a couple of lengths to Bold Discovery in rear of the 5. Continuing towards the end of the back straight, and it's Karachi nudging to the front under Shamey Heffernan to lead Empty Metaphor and Billy Lee. Then Aye and Ben Cohen disputing third with Hans Andersen and Ryan Moore with the back mark of Bold Discovery and Shane Foley. A little over 4 furlongs to go. The leader is Karachi by a length to Empty Metaphor, and third half a length back Aye. In fourth place is Hans Andersen with a couple of lengths to Bold Discovery, who brings up the rear. Very few changes as they pass the halfway stage and the Ballylinch Stud Red Rocks 2000 Guineas Trial Group 3 Stakes. Karachi in front, followed by Empty Metaphor Aye, tracked across to the straight by Hans Andersen. Fifth of the 5 is Bold Discovery as they swing the final turn for home. 2.5 furlongs to go. Karachi coming under pressure in front. On the outside, rejoining issue is Empty Metaphor, is running a big race. Then Hans Andersen, Aye and Bold Discovery. Racing to the final furlong, it's Karachi, strongly pressed by stable companion Hans Andersen, who's quickening up on the outside. Bold Discovery runs on the outer of Empty Metaphor, and then comes Aye, but it's Hans Andersen, a couple of lengths clear of Bold Discovery, staying on in a second, folding to third Karachi, but Hans Andersen resumes winning ways on return in the Ballylinch 2000 trial. For Ryan Moore, Aidan O'Brien, second Bold Discovery, Karachi third. And that off over 7 furlongs. Slow and stride, Clever and Cool, also Nightcliff and Impact Warrior. This is the Ballylinch Stud Priority Belle 1000 Guineas trial. And it's Matilda Picot who heads them off the end of the first furlong, followed by Zarinsk. In third place is La Dolce Vita, then Dame Kitty and Darhouse, and Madly Truly and Never Ending Story. With the final 3 continuing down the far side, Impact Warrior, Nightcliff and Clever and Cool. The leader is Matilda Picot by length to Zarinsk, disputing second place with Dame Kitty. Break of less than 2 lengths to Darhouse, disputing the fourth with La Dolce Vita, tracked by Never Ending Story in the dark blue jacket. 2 lengths then to Madly Truly, who's in between Impact Warrior and Clever and Cool with Nightcliff the back marker. Coming up to the halfway stage, and Zarinsk pokes up in between horses to just lead. Matilda Picot, the yellow cap on the inside of Dame Kitty, followed for home by Darhouse, and followed by La Dolce Vita, tracked in by Never Ending Story with the final 4. Impact Warrior, Clever and Cool, Madly Trudy's lost ground with the back marker continuing to be Nightcliff. They straighten up at the 2, and it's Zarinsk in the middle of the track. Keeping to the running rail is Matilda Picot, being followed by Dame Kitty. Never Ending Story makes headway in the centre, followed by Darhouse. They race to the final furlong. In the lead is Matilda Picot from Never Ending Story on the outside. They're followed by Zarinsk, and Dame Kitty is next, and Matilda Picot is cut back by Never Ending Story, and it's Never Ending Story who's set to win a second Group 3 over course and distance on seasonal debut. Second will go to Matilda Picot with a wave of them involved for the third place. It's Quick Guineas Trials double for Ryan Moore and Aidan O'Brien.
Quick chat with Aidan O'Brien. Aidan, it's been a good afternoon so far. Never Ending Story winning the 1000 trial there. Just give us your verdict on her performance if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, we're delighted, Gary. Listen, like, she hadn't come yet, and we knew that. Jamie's been minding her, and Trevor and Wayne rides her out and rides her in all her work. She, of course, is not there yet, but rather than working her hard at home, we felt let her run, and then we could back off and then we could prime her. So that was the plan. Ryan gave her a beautiful ride. He let her go asleep, and he just left her come home well. But he was very happy with her, but it was tough ground out there. So hopefully she'll go into one of the Guineas now, and we think there's every chance that she will even get further than a mile, could get a mile and a quarter well. Is
your gut feeling that it might be the Curragh rather than Newmark, and Meditate looking at this stage of number 1
yes,
there?
Exactly. Might come too quick for her. Meditate is on target for Newmarket at the moment, unless things change. And like this time of the year of fillies, a lot of stuff can happen in a week, you know.
And Aidan, Hans Andersen earlier on in the afternoon, did he do everything you hoped he would?
Yes, very happy. We obviously were trying to split up the horses. We felt a 7 was plenty short for him. The plan with him now is maybe go to a French Guineas or a Irish Guineas, maybe onto a French Derby. But we always felt that he was going to be very happy to go 2 mile and further. But we were delighted with him today. He relaxed and he quickened very well in that ground. So like say Carum rides him, Andrew's in charge of him. So Anatoly led him up. So no, they're very, very happy with him. You know. So Davey led him up. Sorry, very, very happy with him. You have to be very happy, Gary, really.
He came up a little bit short in his last couple of runs last year. Do you think we're going to see a better Hans Andersen this time?
I think no doubt. I probably ran him too short last year, kept him too short, where we should have let him go up to a mile and I didn't. But there was other horses in those slots, and that's why he stayed at where he was. But he was trying to go a mile last year. It was fine starting today over 7 in that ground. But I'd say it was probably my fault last year for not letting him step up, keep them at 7.
And we have the Ballystacks coming up. Aidan, you've been really pleased, no doubt, with what Alexandropoulos has been doing from your comments. Can we expect a big run from him here?
Yeah, he's working very well. He will improve from the run, obviously, on that ground. He has form with ease in the ground. He relaxes, he quickens. We haven't really asked him too much, but we're very happy with what he's doing, Gary. And listen, obviously, we're looking forward to seeing him run, get him started now.
The other 2 horses both won their maidens as well. Realistically, are they a little bit below him as going into the race?
Yeah, the other Camel horse ran very well. He won first time out, and then he was green when he ran in France. He was second, but he's a horse going to get 1.25 miles and 1.5 miles well, a big horse. But he's working nice as well. But Alexandra is working a bit better. And then Seamus' horse, a tough horse, won nicely. He's lazy at home, won nicely when he won his maiden, and the 1.25 miles will definitely bring out the best in him.
Look forward to seeing them run. Aidan, as ever, thanks very much.
Pleasure, Gary. Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.